Hello and welcome to Dungeons and Dragons. I still have no fucking clue how to start these things. I guess that's just how I'm going to start things now. I was just going to say that. Last time,
thinking of like Dungeons and Daddies.
yes, I know. Well, I'm sorry. None of us are fathers.
It'd be great.
We can do a fun fact if you want. You can start. Give us a fun fact.
Give me a theme.
No, I will be here forever. Just move on. Next week.
Oh,
Next
okay.
week.
You want to do one?
Fun fact.
Oh no, here we go.
Mm-hmm. Humans have anal glands.
That's not a fun fact, I don't think.
Talk about my private life.
No, but I mean, like, do you want something about their background, their family? Like, just give me a quick theme.
You're meaning more specific to the character.
Yeah, more specific to the character. Okay.
There's plenty of half humans around.
I mean, okay. Here's a fun fact from the DM. Every humanoid race has anal glands. There you go.
Okay, I was going to ask.
And so does Codswallow.
Yep, and so does actually no. Let me broaden that even further. Every race that has an anus has anal glands. There you go.
Oh my god.
That's every animal in. Well,
These ones do, apparently.
these ones do.
Do snakes have an anus?
Lamias, they have anal glands.
They have a cloaca.
Oh.
But you're thinking of owls.
Well. That makes sense.
Anyway,
ruined that word for me.
perfect. Yeah, Jaunty. Jaunty has her.
There is a gender-affirming surgery that exists that you can get somewhere, I assume, that makes you a cloaca.
Great.
Like,
Cool.
Hmm.
Why?
I
That
mean,
kind of sounds
not
fun.
functional as a cloaca as such, but you know.
it's still it's still for emptying. It doesn't do all the other bits that the cloaca does.
Ah.
It would like. You'd
Anyway, this is not for this.
So that it
This
would...
is not for Dungeons and Dragons talk. Holy Jesus! Cutting this off.
You're in control.
I
We're in control.
have allowed too much free control
You were the
here.
one that went with anal glands.
Yeah,
Come on.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have continued running with it. That is on me. We're done.
Don't ask me for fun facts.
Yeah,
This is
we'll
what
give
you
you a very specific theme to do next time, not this time.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Her favorite
last
color is copper. There
we
you
know
go.
that's
I know.
obvious. That's not a fun fact. Anyway, the last time on Dungeons and Dragons, the team moved from Pervalor to Zultimal. That is basically what happened. Obviously, there is some more interesting, juicy bits in there that you could go and look at, particularly the event with the bird that was shot down. That's pretty good time. I enjoyed that.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yes.
I wonder where it went.
Who knows? You'll never
the
figure it
wind.
out. Actually, you would have had it for breakfast. Let's do it now. Roll me Alien and Alien Jeddick. Sorry, yeah, Alien Jeddick, roll me. No, I was just laughing. Sorry, Alien Jeddick, please roll me. Let's say insights.
Insights? Oh, God.
We'll see if you guys figured out in the morning that was the bird.
Oh.
Holy Jesus! Miraculously.
The realization that was in fact the bird they'd shot.
But it's like a full day afterwards at Jamie's house. You realised, wait a minute, that was the bird.
Where did you find the bird? We were looking everywhere. We couldn't find it.
It's like a couple of feet into the bushes, bro.
Oh, it was very dark. Could be why.
You have night vision like I do.
Yeah, but that's
It was
black and
Codswallow who
white.
found it the first, by the way.
Yeah. But I'm not letting her know that.
Mm.
More fun this
But
way.
didn't I have such a great aim that I got that in the middle of the night?
Only counts if you can find it.
Anyway,
Ailey's
What-
very dejected right now.
yes.
Oh, sorry, Haley.
Anyway,
She's
the
like,
team
"Aw."
did make it to Jamie's place after this, had a nice dinner, explained to Jamie all the things that were going on, what needed to be done, and met with what's her name? I had it up before and now I don't, because of course I don't. Met with Kaya, the Shrine Maiden for the Church of the Dead Gods, to get some more information about stuff. She didn't really have a lot. She sort of explained what the team had neglected to explain to Jun and Jeddick about their understandings of the dead gods. Yeah, and then it got pretty late, so everyone went to their rooms, which were made nice for everyone, as expected. And everyone awakes the next morning, ready for whatever the day may bring. We will say Jamie did ask you, Varys, to contact the people
Indeed.
to bring them in as quickly as possible. So I'll say that you did that the night before. If you would like, you can write specific messages, or we'll just say that you contacted all the people.
Yep, I will send the same message to both the king and Wayclaw.
Okay.
I'll just write that up now.
Sweet. Anybody else who wants to do things in the night?
Oh, I want to do things.
Yes.
Yeah.
I knew as soon as it came out of my lips.
Yep.
Yes. You very much meet up with Jamie once everybody else has been put to bed, or at least put in their rooms.
Ooh, fun fact.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
Jamie has anal glands.
Yes, she does. Not only now, it's still our GM. No, Thoracus is a power top.
oh. Can we just congratulate Pyro on a good joke?
That makes-
That was really
Yes.
funny.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was
It
good.
It was great timing.
And it was recorded. Oh, good job.
Oh my god.
Holy crap. You
We
did
never
It
it.
was
get your notes.
actually caught. Have proper knowledge for a change.
Alright, go
The
download a
stars
ticket.
aligned.
I think I'm happy again. Is a good thing for jokes. I'm
Right
starting to
on.
get hungry. I think. Or am I thirsty? I still can't tell the difference for
Just
that.
just do both. Just eat and drink.
Mm.
That'll solve the problem, right? It's totally how it
The
works.
mouth is like the cloaca for food.
Oh my
and drink.
It is.
Well, I'll have my organic kombucha and see if
What
that's what I was
artificial-
wanting.
Mm.
I can guarantee you it's not what you want.
No.
Enjoy.
And it's wild berry flavor. It's really good.
Kombucha. Anyway.
Which is nice.
Um
That's how I know I'm old.
yes. So, no other nighttime things for anybody else?
Did Ailey have anything to be able to try and make more cocktails? Or
No, you were out of all those.
Okay.
I think Jun would pray to Null to give
Yes.
him an update.
I do believe we did actually cover that last time.
Oh, we did. Cool.
Where finally, after many a night here in this continent, finally you felt like the connection was good. Like it wasn't a bad line. And you did receive a response that was the equivalent of a thumbs up.
That's right.
Did you pray somewhere that Ailey would have seen you?
No.
No,
Okay.
it was a
'Cause I'm
negative.
like, if
Never
does anyone
praise.
pray, they probably would too, because they're like, oh yeah, we're in a god's realm now, kind of thing.
Pray to Jamie.
So they would have been like, to all the dragon god people, please make me a dragon.
Yeah.
And she probably would have done it anyway because they were at Jamie's, and so she'd been like, oh yeah, this is where that temple was.
Well,
So,
you
yeah,
did
that
also
would
speak to
be her
Kaya
prayer.
last night as well. So yes,
Yeah, that would have been her prayer.
did talk about
And please make the other one not make me a statue. Thanks.
good solid prayers. Yeah.
No room for misinterpretation.
No, that's Ailey's straight about their wishes and wants. Make me dragon, no make me stone.
Yeah. And she probably would have like put a coin on the windowsill or like under her pillow, like, you know, Tooth Fairy style, because she don't know what she's doing. I mean, like, this is like, here's my shiny rock, and would like put it on the windowsill and go to bed and be like that's her giving them the shiny rock.
Would you pick it back up in the morning?
If it's still there in the morning, she'll take it back.
It's still 100% there in the
"Aw."
morning.
Be like, oh, I guess they didn't hear me yet. I'll try at the temple. Because she doesn't realize that at the temple, the tributes are probably taken away from the people that, you know, are there.
Maybe.
She'll just be like, la la la. They might not. It could be the gods, but she don't know. If they're not there, she thinks it's good.
You've never seen it before. Never seen them claimed before. Other than I guess at what's his face's
At the cool guys
the
one.
Badger
Badger Boys.
Gods one
Yeah.
where you
Dave's temple.
where you know for sure that you know for sure that he that his tributes were being used for helping. They weren't, you know, they were just taking gold and stuff away.
It's just like in my brain, he looks like the like guy that used to come to our intermediate on like Friday lunchtimes to do his like I'm the cool like teenage
For
pastor,
everyone
but, like,
who's
yeah.
listening and watching, just think of a cool youth pastor, but instead of wearing the
Oxymoron.
yeah, exactly. Instead of wearing priest clothes or whatever they're wearing, just imagine them wearing like full on like monk robes.
Yeah.
And sort of posing like a
Instead
badger
of
at all
the,
times.
like,
His name's
fucking-
Dave. We named
His
him
name's
Dave.
Dave.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Dave. Because
That's not his real
The,
name.
like hippie gypsy. Sorry, the what's-
Romani.
Yeah, traveler Romani kind of vibe, but also the hippie like baggy pants and multicolored baggy shirt thing that they wear. Do you know what I'm talking about? I don't know how to describe it.
There was not any youth pastor.
White colonizer who wants to, you know, steal a lot of
Yeah.
different cultures and
Yeah,
be
yeah.
offensive in every way that they name it.
Yeah,
I
those
guess it's-
ones. Like
Yeah.
that is what I remember the youth pastors wearing up until a point. Like
Well, Dave was not nearly as insensitive.
That's good.
But if you just put that face on a guy and he's not a dick, there you go. Anyway. Varys, have you got a message there ready to go?
Ooh, I do indeed. Varys will be holding on to this and sitting in the windowsill, looking out with Gregory floating out in the darkness as he sends it off.
Yep.
Preparations begin in the morning. Join with whatever forms of help you can muster. Be ready for anything. See you then, friend.
Cool.
just
He sends
every
back to
time
the
I hear
king.
Gregory, I can't not think of Sandman Gregory.
Yeah.
Are we
Uh,
in our own like rooms,
yes.
or we also?
you are entirely in your own rooms.
Because if I was not, and I heard that, I would be like, "Shut up."
No, you got
This
put
is
in.
also mental anyway. It's through an item.
Yeah, that is telepathic as well. But yeah, you all got put in your own rooms. For the three who have been here before, they know how their rooms look. But for Jun, they manifested their old Null Temple using understanding the magic that was in there. But for you, Jeddick, when you enter, it looks exactly like your childhood room that you had at the manor that you were raised at.
Oh, well, that's a bit of a downer because it was a shit out the back.
But it holds special feelings for you, at least.
Oh, it's not so small anymore.
Yeah, it is still big. So it's a big room, but it's like it takes on that sort of out. It takes on that feeling and just physical. Not a. It doesn't change shape or size. It just has the same look and feel as that. So to give you that feeling of homeliness.
Bummer.
Yeah, sucks to be you, Jeddick.
Yeah, it sucks to be him, but he wouldn't know any better. So he's like, he's gonna go catch some Z's after eating all that bird. Well, whatever portion he had of that bird.
If I could Varys identify his bullets?
You may.
I
Maybe
have
you
6
want to.
left to do.
I think we said 4 at a time.
4 at a
Just so
time.
you
That's
Okay,
don't
good thing I
ruin
didn't try to
yourself.
have food.
Sure.
Yes, good thing indeed.
Mm,
So
I may have to leave or get a bucket. One or the other.
Oh dear.
Please look after
We'll see.
yourself.
Yes, please do.
Mm.
D4, I believe, is what you need to roll.
That's 4.
All right, that one will turn your skin blue.
Great. Another one of those. That makes 4.
Great.
It might confuse them.
Does that mean you'll like
Turns-
blend in that water city?
Yeah, maybe. They're
Hmm,
not. They're not,
maybe.
they're not particularly blue.
Varys would blend into his own coat as well too, because that's also blue.
He could be the Blue Man Group.
Hey, I am a
He's
blue
blue.
little man.
Yeah, does it make them
Ba-ba-dee.
start singing that song?
It makes us sing it.
It's another one.
Oh,
It's a 1.
That is a unicorn.
Yay!
That's what we like to see.
We like a
And it's
unicorn.
unicorns save lives.
And that one is a shield.
Cool. All right. Well, that's all of them. Then that's 4.
That is 4.
Okay.
And we'll never know what 3 is.
Maybe one day.
Oh yeah.
I mean, maybe there's only 2 left of that batch, so it's quite possible we won't find out.
Anyway,
Are we? Thank you.
in response to your messages from Wayclaw, you get a all right, see you there. And from the king, you get agreed, see you tomorrow.
Wonderful.
All right. Everyone gets various levels of sleep. As comfortable as could be. Awaken the next morning, feeling very refreshed. You may do your long rests if you need to. I'm pretty sure you guys haven't really expended anything since then, so do what you need.
As well. Set everything up.
Yeah, and if you haven't changed your infusions, don't worry about retagging those if you don't want to.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
It's for Varys.
Oh.
Infusions, those things that barbarians always have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, your jug is back. if you're here for that.
It says it's
Energetic.
got a 0 in it now.
I think it doesn't.
It hasn't
It
like.
might not use its item thing properly.
Yeah, it might not restore that. Yeah, of course. It's
I
because
think
it's
it's an item, not a spell.
let me put it here. One of one per day.
Oh, look at you changing the rules for me. Thank you.
I mean, it's not the rules.
It's
It's a consumable
whole
item
work.
with a charge. There you go. That's better.
There we go.
So now if you use it, it'll use it up it for a day, and then when you long rest, it should reset it. When you long rest and select new day, it'll.
Is my
Something.
water skin meant to
I need to do.
recharge?
No.
I haven't used them. Yeah, it just because it's coming up with charges of 4.
Oh
I
yeah, so
used
it does
2
have a
of them.
total charge, but it doesn't
Okay.
automatically reset.
Gotcha.
But you
Okay.
can refill it, obviously.
So it's not a magical water skin. It's just a water skin.
But you can
Well,
fill it from
that's
your
the first
jug
thing
if you
he's
want
done.
to.
Last night, before he went to bed, because I don't want to have to do this.
Where's
for the jar.
proficiency bonuses again?
It's right at the top.
And he
Oh,
filled.
okay. So my improved
He
breath
fills the
weapon should be 4
water
now.
skin. Yeah.
Not 3. It should be 4
wait.
because it matches
Yeah.
proficiency.
Your proficiency bonus should be 4.
Proficiency.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what should be 4?
Improved breath weapon. It's based off proficiency, so it should be 4, not 3 now. For how many times I can use it.
That's right. I couldn't be fucked figuring out how to make that go by your proficiency bonus. I forgot.
Yeah, we can just leave it.
As long as we know that that's a thing.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's fixed now.
So long as we remember that when I actually up proficiency, which I don't know when or how. Fuck, I can't believe we're level 10 these days.
You are indeed.
We used to be level 1.
You
When
did
did it
a long
change?
time ago.
Only
Anyway,
a few years.
actually, no, you were only level 1 for one session. Calm down.
And we still almost killed a guy.
It did almost kill Thrakus during that level 1.
And
Yeah.
God,
That was a good
got
time.
hit in the face.
Anyway,
Yeah.
it's enough reminiscing. You're woken up. You come down.
Back in such a reminiscing place.
Yeah, it is such a reminiscing place. You come down, see that Wayclaw and well, just Wayclaw, I guess, is already not Wayclaw, Zupimo. Too many random people. Zupimo is down already having breakfast. The rest of you come down stairs. For breakfast. Thrakus and Jamie probably come down together. Here you are in Jamie's niche. You'll see through the door
Hello.
that Zupimo is eating already. Breakfast is made.
I think Jun would have probably got up like an hour early and
Okay.
come down and like started pottering and making himself breakfast and everything, but like as much as he looks really eager, you'd also say that he's shaking.
You'd probably struggle to make yourself breakfast, as Haman would not let you do that.
Oh no,
For
like
yourself.
okay.
But I'd say that you would like, if you came down early in the morning, you would find that he is already there, already ready, making your breakfast. So we'll say that you're here an hour before even Zupimo shows up.
Okay.
Everyone else eventually comes down. Have a good sleep.
Yeah, had to sleep.
Well, that's
Well, I had to take my rock back. I don't think they listen here.
Oh, they definitely listen here.
Yeah, but you're like not quite the same as the Rikus with your god. I don't think they like you that much, but they like you a lot.
just shouting across the the match here.
Ah,
Jin scowls. I mean, scowling's his standard state of being, but
Yeah.
Well,
Um,
oh, Jeddick.
That's Janet just sort of walks in, yawning and stretching, and kind of just hangs around the back. He's not really sure what's going on, so he's just there.
Fair enough.
He's still half asleep.
Fair. Jemmy will say, well, breakfast is prepared. Everyone should be arriving soon.
very good.
Some people will be here sooner than others. And just as she finishes that sentence, there is a rapping on the door.
Varys goes to go and open it, but he probably spots him on there and just doesn't bother.
Yeah, Amon appears and opens the door for Ailey's brother and his side chick.
Ailey's gonna be like, will look kind of excited and then just be like,
I don't think Jin's met Ailey's brother.
I think Nemi did. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think Jen
Yeah.
actually did.
big, intimidating. By now, would be quite a large, intimidating looking red dragon. Except for doesn't breathe fire, breathes acid, and
Yep.
is very pissed off about it.
Yes.
Because
So
Wow,
He'd
since
probably
we've
do like
seen
a
as well.
double take and be like, "What the fuck?"
yeah, so imagine Ailey's face, but instead
But
of
more feminized and
Yeah.
longer hair.
Yeah.
Because he looks like the more female one,
yeah.
and she looks like the more male one.
Well, he's a feminine face, but he's jacked.
Yeah, because of the paladin side of him.
Yeah.
Was it paladin? Yeah.
Yes, he's a paladin. He's jacked. Yeah, he's got long, flowing red hair, strikingly red, like more than just
Like, almost
ginger,
metallic
but
red?
like like almost like it's like fire engine red. More than just a ginger.
Yeah.
But he's got
Think of
the
like
flicks of
K-pop idol for the face, and then like, I don't know, big jacked something wrestler for the bottom half, you know?
exactly. And you see like across his neck and face, and on one side of his head where there's not hair, you see red scales.
Janet leans down to Varys and just asks, "Friend or foe?" He has like one
friend.
hand ready for he just puts his hand back down, like how like a
Good.
cat when they fuck something up, they kind of just make it seem like it was meant to be, but you can tell that it's not. It's very like uncool. He tries to like make it like he was reaching to flick his hair or something, even though you saw him go for his weapon.
I like your initiative, though. Good on you to ask. But yes, these are friends.
By this point, Ailey would have run up and hugged him, but it would, like, in his ear, be like, "Why the fuck did you bring her?" Kind of like, fuck's sake.
Well, nice to
I'm trying
see
think
you
what
too,
to say.
sister. Lana here is probably the most divine connected of all of us, so
Yeah, but the wrong god.
that doesn't
Varys
matter.
looks at Thericus and says, "I don't believe that's true at all."
Yeah. Ailey probably would as well.
Oh, something I don't know.
No, you should have known.
Oh, you
See,
mean?
like-
Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, I mean, like,
They're very obvious.
not present God, obviously.
I don't know where
Varys
she is.
walks
Varys is
away.
gonna go get some snacks.
He just looks at Varys.
Yeah. Anyway, I am here for breakfast and for everybody else to show up. So you know.
Jun's gonna pull back a chair and gesture for Ailey's brother to join them and be like, "Hello."
Hello.
And
Nice to meet you. And Lana will probably look you up and down, recognizing you as a half elf. She herself is half elven as well. No, I think she's full on
think so.
elven actually. No, she's a full elf, but she recognizes you for being
as a
half
half
elven.
elf. Jun will probably, I don't know, what's the appropriate like elven greeting, like a
the
bow or a
Vulcan
curtsy
V,
or-
hand holding your hand up.
Yeah. Just
Live
whatever
long
the
and
elven
prosper.
equivalent of that is, live long and prosper.
She doesn't respond to that, which is odd. Which doesn't respond as you would expect. She greets you and says hello and nice to meet you, as a human would, which is a bit odd for someone who is seemingly like highborn elf.
Well, hey, Jun is seemingly a half elf, so
That is true.
he
You know the
he's prepared
customs.
for anything to be a little bit out of place. Yeah,
That is fair.
but he's gonna try and engage the two newcomers in conversation because he's very eager to find out about like all the players that are joining them and like what everyone brings to the table.
I'll move everyone in for breakfast.
Sorry?
Everyone's now moved into the kitchen for breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can get a word in occasionally, but Iran is feeding the machine here, so it does kind of stuff his face full of food.
What about his companion?
She's less so she would probably be better at answering questions.
Oh, so Ailey's failed to tell me much about you. How do you come to be here?
Through mouthfuls. Oh, I was following her from the other place. She well, I don't know how much she's told you about why she came here, but I had my own problems and thought it would be best to follow along. And Lana says, "Well, I came with several others, but my congregation was kind of it's not a happy story, but when the war started, we had to get out of the city as soon as possible, as my appearance can kind of set them off over there.
Oh yes, they do judge on appearance.
Yes, especially these elven ears.
Yes, I did notice. So if it's not too forward, what god do you worship?
Well, I'm sort of, I guess you could say I'm in between gods at this point. I mainly...
Jun is very confused by this.
I mainly, I was a devout follower of the brother and sister god Tyr and Cyrith. But with Owen around, I've been finding myself praying more and more to Bahamut.
Yeah, Jin tries, probably unsuccessfully, to hide his judgment of this lack of loyalty to a god.
Ailey, do you spot that?
I missed everything that just happened. What?
Well,
I was getting messages, sorry.
Jen was asking Lana about her current godly allegiance. Lana was pointing out that she was a cleric to Cyrith and Tyr, but has been praying more to Bahamut as of late because of Oran. I imagine that Ailey would have something to say about how Oran switched from...
Oh, oh, so that's your latest one, is it? How long have you been with this one? Are they better than the last one?
Pointedly at Oran, I guess. Well, mine is not an oath of devotion. I don't have to specifically stay with one god. And, you know, it's better to have lots of backers than just one.
I mean, that's true.
At this, I don't think that Jin would be able to stop himself from, like, just having an expression of contempt on his face.
Would they ask, well, who do you...
He would try and change it very quickly, but it would be there.
Yeah. Who do you worship exactly?
Null. Only null.
Ah. Yeah.
I think they have an oath of devotion, or they want to fuck them. I'm not too sure, because the whole stuff with the Rikus.
Yes, of
Why
course
not
you
both?
wouldn't understand the distinction.
I run spit blood is all over this plate. Oh, god damn it.
Varys just looks
He
at
knows
Jeddah
what
and kind of
Ailey's like.
shrugs.
He should have been
Yeah,
prepared
no, he's
for
like,
this.
I have not been around you in so long. I forgot that this is exactly how it goes.
Derek is
I'm sorry Dad raised me and Mum raised you because they thought we were going to be the other way round.
Sure, that's totally the reason. What is
But
Jeddah
you don't
doing?
have his accent.
What is Jeddah doing?
Derek is kind of not interested in all the squabbles over gods because he doesn't really believe in gods or anything. But he's mortified that no one seems to be bothered that there's no food, that no one's
No.
eating. He really
Well,
is
Ailey would still be eating.
it's
all
like
this.
this pitiful look of like food to Varys, just like weird.
Like Hamon's bringing food over, but it's just Oran taking every plate.
He is taking a lot of food. Eventually, Hamon does bring out enough food for everybody, and having noticed your hunger, has probably brought out like an entire fucking roast pheasant, just like the entirety of a roast just for you, and for the big boy.
He starts
That's you
welling
and
up
Varys
with
nudges.
tears. He's so happy. Oh.
It's all yours, buddy.
He just freezes into it. No, as if no one else was there. Just like
No decorum.
No.
Jin's probably like pushing the food around on his plate, pretending to eat, but not actually eating because he's really, really fucking nervous.
Fair enough. Well, once everyone's had at least a little bit of a bite, Jamie addresses the table. So I've set out a place nearby that, it won't destroy the village to have a few dragons land in it, maybe more. I will.
Varys looks a little bit confused. Sorry, multiple dragons?
Yes, I
I
have.
thought we were getting a few.
I have heard from. I've heard from Griminor that she
Varys goes like a bit red.
she will be joining us with a compatriot.
Interesting. So we're
That's
not as
late,
doomed
Lord.
as we thought.
Well,
I told you she would show up. Mostly probably to gloat if things go wrong. That's how it works.
well, it appears after talking with me, she was willing to at least make an appearance. We will see.
Okay.
Cool. Well, once everyone's got all their shit together, Jamie leads the way out of the mansion and out into the swamp. Just a little ways away, just until there's a good clearing. It's kind of close to where you would run into the guard, or where the monolith was, but not completely out of her territory, her domain, as it would be. And you come into the clearing, and it's about that point where you can all hear, feel, and eventually see 3 dragons approaching on the wind, as it were.
Jack leans down to Varys again. Friend or foe?
Even if these were foes, probably wouldn't want to take a swing at them, buddy.
Okay.
They are friends. Varys is just making sure, because he realized that he didn't actually answer that properly.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to
They're here
confuse the
to
big
help.
guy too much.
Yeah.
First landing is a green speckled, an emerald dragon. Again, Oran and Ailey, their grandparents were at least adult dragons. These are ancient dragons, far larger, far more menacing than any dragon they've ever met before. And to all of you, so it is a I'm the only reason I'm not getting you guys to roll for like what's it called, frightful presence right now is because you're kind of aware that they're not here to hurt you.
We are allies.
Yes. But just the very look of them sort of quakes your bones, except for when they like spin around like that. Any guesses as to who the green dragon is?
Wayclaw, presumably.
The
It'll
Grinch.
be Wake. Yeah. Does
could
Ailey
it
have any
be?
gifts for
The
him
Grinch.
at the moment?
I
Or
don't
has she
think so.
finally given them all
I
over?
think you've given them all over.
Okay.
Stay away from Christmas, you bastard.
I think Jun would kind of watch them in awe, potentially, on his knees, maybe.
Oh.
Oh, I see. Ready to receive.
Ailey would run up to Wayclaw and like kind of like flap her wings and stuff and be like, I got to be a dragon before. You could totally help me.
Well, I'd say you probably get maybe here before you realize the third dragon that lands is red, ruby red.
Oh god. It's not their mother, is it?
It is not your mother. It is rubies, not red.
Ah, okay. I was
So,
gonna say,
yeah.
Not a
like,
chromatic red.
Not a chromatic red. So again,
Okay.
they're all crystalline dragons. So the emerald one, green one is all of the scales. For all of them, all of their scales are glinting, scintillating crystals in the sunlight. Yeah.
does Ailey
green
need to roll
emeralds,
something for the red one?
blue, silver. I mean, it's a I don't think you need a roll to know that you're probably like heavy breathing.
They're so shiny.
Yeah. So, emerald run, nice thick emerald chunks off of where you would expect scales to be. The sapphire one, as you know, to be Griminor from your psychic attack that she gave you, essentially. You know to be her as well. Very much looking exactly as menacing as she did. With the sapphires. In a lot of places, it seems like not all crystal dragons are made in the same way. For her, a lot of her horns and some of her scales are made out of sapphires, but she's not entirely scaled in sapphires. And same with the ruby one. His like underbelly is big, dark, thick scales of a reddish color, but it's all along his back and his wings and just the chest there is all ruby, huge rubies. Like you would showing one of these rubies to a jeweler would like make them faint sized rubies. Like they are ginormous.
Someone's got an alarm.
I do have a fire alarm.
Yeah, that's ours.
It's not me for a change. I got Hamish to take my fire alarm down.
Because the house is too damp or cold or something.
Something
We're
like
leaving
that.
this place soon, don't worry.
I'm so glad. Anyway,
Yay.
yes, they all land. Just from every single one, rocking your very feet under you. And booming voices, they talk to each other in Draconic. So, who here speaks Draconic? I think just Jun, Jun and
Ailey.
Ailey and Oran speak Draconic.
Yeah.
And
And she
probably
doesn't even need her
Zupimo.
tiara for it.
No. And probably Zupimo and Jamie. But you hear them exchanging pleasantries, you know.
Sorry, so it's Wayclaw.
So this is Wayclaw, and
Yeah.
this is Griminor. You don't know who this is yet. But from the conversation, from Wayclaw greeting them, he's like, Griminor, Kagusuchi, it's been a long time. So you can assume that this is Kagusuchi. And even Ailey can pick that up, like speak Draconic. And then after they do that greeting and yes, responses, pleasantries, they all transform it down into their smaller selves. I'll leave them big for now. But you know Wayclaw's form, you know Griminor's form. They're just Wayclaw just looks like a human man with a penchant for green clothing. He's tall, slender, and sort of what's the word I'm looking for here? Wow, I just had it. He's a beautiful man. Griminor, obviously, Alirutha is a looks like an elf. She's got the similarly blue tattoos all over and wears a blue garb to denote her allegiance to the Water Kingdom. And the man now known as Kagusuchi is again of an elven look when he is in that form, but is of a seems to be from the Fire Kingdom, as expected. As he has that darker complexion, is wearing not only red robes to denote his allegiance, but also is wearing like a ceremonial sort of shoulder pad that's it got the same sort of magical tattooed runes just carved into it. It's very, very ceremonial, very ornate. But the three approach you in their normal person forms. Well, nice new
Jun
faces.
will stand up and go and greet each one very courteously.
Oh, well, looks like some mortals know know how to be pleasant. That's always good. Wakelaw looks at Kagasuchi like, are you serious right now? Well, Jamie, long time no see. So this must be the bunch who are looking to summon Null, is that correct?
Yes, yes. So
Well, my compatriot, Ali Ratha, doesn't seem to think that is such a good idea. What makes you so sure that it's wise?
we need a powerful death god to help undo what is going on here.
Okay, that's the why, but how should I put this? It's going to take a lot of strength to achieve what you are trying to achieve through.
Sorry, what did you say? A lot of what?
It's going to take a lot of power, a lot of will, energy, strength to make it through the Black Sun's power. What makes you think that
Yes.
you have got that?
Varys kind of chuckles. I believe that we may have gotten on the wrong side of the Black Sun God. They've come after us personally, so I think that says that we have more of a foothold in the Black Sun God's mind than anybody else does.
Yes, that is
And
plausible, obviously. But I do have found that the Black Sun is petty at best, and often fights battles he doesn't need to. I think I have a better way of measuring this. Fight me. And you see Wakelaw and Aliratha both like face to palm, like, he always does this. Fight
in
me.
addition,
Haley would just be like, kind of wow face and like clapping this whole time just for everything. And kind of like spaced out, dreaming of being a dragon.
Of course.
in addition,
Mhm.
Null knows that we are reaching out to him.
Again, I know the why. I know and I understand your feelings towards it. What I want to know is whether you have what it takes to do it. And he turns back into the red dragon. Wakelaw and
Jun is going to walk up as close to this. Which one is the threatening one?
the red one. I'll get rid of
red one.
everybody else.
Okay. Jun is going to walk calmly and determinedly and stupidly towards him, and as he does, he is going to cast Dragon Mantle what is it? Sorry.
Dragon Mental? Or is it
Dragon
the...
Mantle? Use the invocation Dragon Mantle and
Yep.
Use his transformative powers to turn
I
himself
just lost my piercing again.
into the closest approximation of a dragon that he possibly can, with all of the kind of smoke and
Okay, so like
Everything.
Dragon Mental plus shapeshifting into like shape changing into like a Dragonborn sort of thing.
yeah.
Okay.
And he's, rather than trying to attack this dragon, he's just going to walk straight up and basically try and put his face as close to this guy's face to show his determination.
Okay, cool. Roll me an intimidation check.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, let's put you how close.
He'll like touch nose to nose or something.
Well, it's like yeah, I guess as you approach and that confident thing, he'll bring his head down and allow you to do this. And at that he goes, "Yes, that is exactly what I am looking for. Now, fight me." So,
Jin is gonna kind of grin maniacally as he can through his transformed face. And go, "Friend, why use our power to fight each other when we could use it to fight the false god?"
you misunderstand. I don't mean to kill you, and I don't mean for you to kill me. I just want to see what you've got.
While this is happening, Varys is unstrapping his bullet shield and pulling out last rites, just sighting up for this dragon.
Cool. Well, he plonks his claws into the ground and lets out a billowing roar, and I'll get everyone to roll for frightful presence now, and then we'll roll initiative.
So, wisdom saving throw?
That is a wisdom saving throw.
I have advantage on
That is a
that.
DC of 16. Oh boy.
Oh, Jin is not wise.
I am wise. I just
Yep.
rolled bad.
I have advantage on saving throws against being frightened. Is that what?
That is what this is. So you can roll that
Okay,
advantage.
Hell yeah. Oh!
Oh my god!
Oh no!
That is
So hold on. So let me look at this. You got a natural 20
All
and
right,
then
I'm
two natural ones.
Man.
If you're back, Ailey, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh god, what happened while I was gone?
Jin was a little rash.
Jin was a little rash, but mainly this Ruby Dragon he desperately wants to fight somebody. So.
Saving throw.
Jesus.
Oh boy, that's
Fucking
great.
heart's
So,
falling like
Ailey, they want to
dominoes.
fight? Is that it?
So Ailey is well. Everyone who is under a 16. So that's Jeddick, Jin, Thrakis, Oron, Ailey, all are frightened.
Just frightened. Okay.
Already, yeah.
Because I
put
was
the
gonna
effect on
say,
me.
I wasn't here, but as soon as they would have been like, "I want to fight something," Ailey would have been like, "Make me a dragon and I'll fight you."
Well, Jin unfortunately spoke for you.
Yeah. I'm
got
back
right
to a
up in his
ring. There's
face.
a reason I don't have the little balls. I try to put the spikes in, but the metal is thicker because it was my sister's one, and I have the thin piercing.
Fair enough. Well, let me mark everybody who's frightened. Written and written and written. And you can repeat that at the end of your turn. But everyone who has succeeded once will not need to roll it again if he does it again. But I will get everybody to roll initiative.
I presume it's not to the death, but still pretty.
Yes, he did say it is not to the death.
Why do I have to fight a guy? I didn't ask to fight a guy.
Is it at disadvantage
He wants to fight
then?
again. No, it's not a disadvantage.
I don't want to fight a guy. Since when do I not get a choice in whether I fight a guy?
He's gonna fight you, and you're frightened, so you can't really do much about it.
Well, that means I don't have to actually fight. I'm just in it, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Fuck you, Jun.
It's not Jun's fault.
I get the
Yeah, it
feeling
feels
that
like this
Jun
guy
didn't
was-
help the situation, but
Yeah.
also it probably
guy
would have
was
still
just
happened
itching.
this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was itching for a fight.
Oh yeah, he wanted him. So
Yeah,
yes,
okay.
he was
I
like,
take it back.
there's
Sorry,
some
Jun.
there's some people who want to fight the Black Sun and think that they can get through the Black Sun summon null. Fuck you, I want to go fight those guys.
Yeah.
God.
Those fools.
I'm just
Um,
here trying to get with my girlfriend.
Cool. Well, Varys, you are up first.
Good.
Make them
Varys.
blue.
No,
I laugh
No, I
if
thi-
that
I
stops
think
their
it's just-
power. They're no longer red, so they can't do anything.
oh,
Unfortunately,
no, it's just gonna be
it works on
lightning
the
instead of
fire,
fire.
not the person who gets shot. So.
What's the distance on this? Oh, I need to zoom in a bit, sorry.
Mhm.
25, I can run up to there. Yeah. Varys just runs up to the dragon, screaming, "Fuck you!" and then starts firing from last rites. And these are, I'm going to use, because I don't actually have any silver bullets left over. I do have the old spicy rifle bullets.
Okay. Spicy rifle bullets.
Yes, it has a single question mark on it.
It
It's the only
has-
spicy rifle.
Oh yeah,
bullet
boy.
that
Okay, roll a d100.
Okay.
It's been a long time.
It has
Left you.
37.
37, baby. Oh yeah, woo! My favorite. Roll a d6 for me, please.
D6. There we go.
Right. One here, one here, one here, and one over here.
Cool.
There's four lovely
Oh, these
tentacle
little freaks again.
tentacle little boys pop out of nowhere. And you don't notice the four flumps appear though. All you notice is your bullet hit an emerald on the side of his body and ricochet and it doesn't look like a single point of damage happened.
Mother. God damn it. Ugh. Okay. Varus is going to sling the gun back over his back, switch to the enchanted pistol,
Mhm.
and start firing with that. Does a 20 hit?
No, no, it's not.
Fuck.
It's just regular bullets out of the enchanted pistol, yeah?
Yes.
Alright.
I think so.
Yep, another ricochet.
Hit. Varus is going to throw out Fox's Fencer, which he is attuned to,
Okay.
and stab it.
Alright, that'll hit. Where are you putting Fox's fence?
Probably just right beside Varus.
Right beside him?
Yeah. Somewhere like there.
There?
Or there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Either way. Alright. You see it wave around magically in the air and perfectly align with the separation of two crystals and hook in a nice bit of damage.
And that one looked like it did actually hurt.
It did seem to go in. There is a slight bit of blood, dragon blood, you see on the end of the
It
rapier as
didn't
it comes
bounce
out.
off with a ting noise
No.
that would make me think that this was a folly.
No, it did
Okay.
not.
That's my turn.
But in response to that, you hear the dragon go.
Varus just stares up into its eyes, unafraid.
Beautiful. All right. Well, that's your turn. Yeah, that's a bonus action in action.
Indeed, and my move.
Okay. Cool. Flumps are gonna flump. Lana. It's turn now. They will have. Forgot that they probably have this as well now. We'll lay down a flame strike. Wow, it fits perfectly on him. So he's going to need to make a dexterity saving throw. He does
I was
not
like,
make
why the
it.
fuck am I down there? And I was like, oh wait, no, that's Oran.
Yeah. But he's going to use one of his legendary resistances to resist to make that save. So he only takes half radiant damage, and he will take quarter fire damage. Laughs again. And that's probably it at this point. Yes, that's all Anna's going to do for this turn. Maybe move over here. Get a better line of sight. Jamie. What is Jamie gonna do? She doesn't want to just straight up kill this guy, so she's gonna try and keep this on the down low.
I feel like this being Jamie's land, she would have the power to just be like, bro, stop, and somehow make it all stop.
Oh yeah, she could. I mean, okay, sure. Let's try this. Yeah, no. I mean, it's kind of a
That's really powerful.
yeah. Jamie is kind of really powerful, but I also kind of don't want this to just end here. Oh wait, no, he's got a legendary resistance, so that burns another legendary resistance. But you see when Jamie casts Dominate Monster, which is anyone magical would know is a very powerful spell for someone to just throw out. 8th level. And is like, stop this. And you see him just sort of shrug off the magic. The crackle of magic just like sparks across each of his crystalline scales as it pushes it off his magical nature, reflecting it. Oh, I like this. And Jamie she's not aggravated or anything. She seems to be enjoying it as well. Having an actual challenge. But that is the end of Jamie's turn. Ailey, you are frightened, which means you may not move.
She's gonna do something dumb.
I mean, yes. I believe that means you cannot move closer to the.
Can't move closer, and I think you have disadvantage
don't
while it's in your eye
forget
line.
Oran probably is not scared or something.
He
or is
does
it intimidation
probably
doesn't work on him? I can't remember.
Probably does have something like that for being.
He has
paladin.
something like that, but it might be for intimidation, not fright. But it's like how
Oh, actually, hold on. Good point.
I don't think Ailey does, but
You were not close enough to him to be in his aura of courage. So he
Paladin didn't pull a group up.
No. So
man.
Lana and him are not frightened, but you are just out of rage, and so is Suprema. But Suprema wasn't frightened either.
Well, she's scared enough that she would go step back and go into it because she would know that he does that. So being scared, I would think one of the first things she does when she's scared is run to her brother.
I'm not sure if that. I guess can't be frightened would. I would say that it means that at the end of your turn,
that she
you
won't be anymore. But yeah, I'd say one
get
of the
it off.
first things she'd do is run to her brother because she's scared and he's there.
Fair. Yeah.
Because the only other thing she would do is probably stab with the dagger, but I think for first turn she'd be too scared for that.
Yeah.
I mean, she'll probably still do it.
How close are you getting to a run?
Oh, she would literally be running to his arms.
Okay.
She'll be like, "There's a spider," you know.
Okay. You still may attack with the bow or whatever, but you'll have disadvantage.
Yeah. He'd because I'd expect Oran would turn her around and place the bow in her hand to remind her because you know, siblings dealt with this shit before, all of that jazz.
That sounds about right, yeah.
Yeah, so she would at least do that much, which is probably not enough.
That is not going to hit at all.
That's with disadvantage as well.
Yep. Oh no! No! Oh, that's so sad.
Henry just watching her fumble as she tries to remember stuff.
Yep. Well.
What can she do with her bonus action?
That's a good question.
I'm trying to decide because if she's panicked, would she turn on her boots?
Well, they do allow.
No, would she be too dumb? I forgot I've got this.
That doesn't.
It's action.
That won't help you in this scenario.
No. I was just like, it's on my thingy to remind me to use it, and I'm like, what is it?
Yes.
Does she know what kind of magic this dragon has?
No. You've never seen a crystalline dragon before other than the dragonborns that you've seen. And a dead one, I guess.
I was trying to read what evasion does, because I don't think the
That would
fear
not have
would
applied for
count
the
for
fear.
it, right?
Dexterity.
It'll help if he blows fire at you.
Yeah. Blue dragons, lightning breath, fireball spells, stuff like that. Anything that requires a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, it was not a dexterity, it was a wisdom. Cool.
I'm just seeing if there's anything else that
Well,
should probably fly upwards, actually.
okay.
She wouldn't know what else to do.
All the way up? 60 feet?
I
mean, you wanna be stay
probably
close,
like
right?
30 feet.
I mean, if you get more than 10 feet away at the end of your turn, you're going to stay frightened. So,
Oh, yeah.
I would
Okay,
say-
in that
Always
case,
only
she would
10
stay
feet
on
in
the
any
ground.
direction.
Because, yeah, she would basically just be like, Aura, make it stop.
okay.
I'm
Perfect.
just deciding whether she's, like, yeah, panicked enough that she'd use one of her potions or not. Because, like, she's got a few.
maybe potion of haste. It depends. I mean, you run to a run. You've succeeded in that. I don't think that you would. I would say that if you had to get further to get to Oran, you would have clicked the boots or drunk the potion. But because you can just get
Yeah.
there, I'd say you're fine.
That is what should do then.
Yeah, drink wine. Perfect.
Also, there should be more than one wine now, so I don't know why it's just one.
It's just there's just
But
always
now
one.
she's got another bottle for a Molotov
Oh
cocktail.
dear.
Because apparently when I use it, I drink the whole bottle.
Mm-hmm. That's very much an Ailey thing to do.
Yeah.
All right,
I was like,
Jen.
I should have made her the bartender in game.
Jen, you are frightened.
Yes. Can you remind me what the frightened condition does?
So you cannot move. You cannot move closer to the source of your fear willingly, and you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while you can see it. And at the end of your turn, you'll be able to re-roll your wisdom save.
Okay. And would it be an action or a bonus action to pray? Or not at all? Or a free action?
To pray to null.
Yeah.
Depends on how long your prayer is.
It's gonna be like a oh null, give me strength to manage this impotent dragon that is interrupting our purpose.
Okay. I will say that that's a free action. Roll me a D100.
Sure. $83.
Nothing happens.
But does Jun feel better?
Sure. Yeah, Jun feels great. Jun's like, I have prayed to Null, he'll help me. Oh god, this dragon is still terrifying.
He is going to draw his pact blade,
Okay.
which does take an action.
I'd say, I would honestly say you can do that freely now. Come on.
Okay.
You could have done
Sweet.
that on the way over to intimidate
Yeah.
him to start with. Yeah.
I'd say you have at
Probably.
least you'd have it like semi out at all times, just enough so you don't have to waste a full action and pull that thing out.
In that case, he's going to cast Hex on this dragon.
Okay.
And then, because he's got an action left, he's going to attack it
Perfect.
with the Pact Scythe. Oh,
That won't do it. It's also a disadvantage, but I guess you don't have to roll
that.
that.
Is the fourth one I've rolled in a row.
We're all doing great. at
Oh
this.
my goodness. Yeah, that's That's really unfortunate.
That's so statistically unlikely.
Null has heard your pleas and is responding in kind.
Ow.
And is swatting away the annoying fly.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You could attack twice, obviously.
Okay, I'm gonna try attacking again.
Okay, that is a disadvantage, and that definitely won't hit.
Yeah.
So, in your terror, just flailing wildly, no, help me!
He does seem rather pathetic right now.
just the tiniest bit. Okay. Well, it's the dragon's turn. Moving out of the way, I see there.
Sorry, no, I was just moving so Varys was more angled to actually look at the dragon.
Okay. Well. It's probably in just a good that way. Yeah. Everyone. I'll even. I'll.
Oh, half of my crispy.
No, I was intending
And
to
the
include
template
you.
it didn't go green.
I was intending to include you to be in there. So
Aw,
he
that
was
rude as all shit.
he was aiming for you to be in there. So it's only fire. Come on, you're tiefling. You can take it.
It's dragon fire.
you still take half damage from any fire.
I did not consent to be part of this bullshit.
Well, you're in it. So dexterity saves, please. This is a 24 DC.
And mine's at disadvantage, isn't it?
It is not
An ability check isn't a saving
it's
throw.
not a save.
Saving
so
throw is fine.
saving throw
Okay.
is not. Yeah, you get that.
I mean, I'm
Yeah,
still
sorry,
never
I'm
gonna
never
make it because yeah.
I didn't do the wisdom saving throw at the end of last turn.
Ah, yes. Please make that as well.
It still does not go well.
No, it doesn't. Still friend. Chedek, I think you. Hold on, let me confirm. I think you get advantage on that.
God.
You're thinking of mindless
Danger
rage?
sense.
Oh,
so
for
no.
this.
So when he goes in rage, he will get advantage on his something
I'm
that's
still
for fear.
frightened, though.
You'll still get
I haven't got a
when
chance
when it's your turn, you can rage and do stuff with your frightened stuff. But for this, you have danger sense, so you get advantage on dexterity saving throws. So
Oh,
you may
Oh, that's right.
God damn it.
close.
That's better.
That's
I
much
forgot
better.
about the.
Yes, you do have
advantage.
advantage on that. So John, you're no longer frightened. I'll
Thank
take that
fuck.
off.
I'll be right back. I gotta go put cat drops. Cat. Eye
Cat
drops in the
drops.
cat. Yeah.
Cat drops in your
Drops
eye.
in the eye.
All right, fun.
Cat eye drops.
Good
Go drop
luck.
cats in your eyes.
Yellow.
Fuck, that's a lot. Ailey, did you roll your dexterity save? You did not.
Nope.
Please roll your dexterity saving throw, please.
Well, is that the one that so I either halve the damage anyway, or where is the...
So your
Can't I
evasion.
just...
If you succeed, which
So
you
if
don't,
I succeed, I get no damage, and if I don't succeed, I
you
get
can
half
half it
damage?
you can half it anyway, but it's fire, so it'll be quarter damage for you.
But I think I survived it anyway. 19? Is that enough?
No,
No.
it's a
Nope.
24.
Ah.
Yeah.
So she takes quarter damage.
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, yes, no, yes.
If it's fire,
That's
it's
fire. You take
Yeah.
half and half
You
again.
get
Yes, so
half.
quarter damage for you.
Yeah,
Well, no,
evasion
because she
gives
didn't
you
make the
half
dex save, so
No,
it's
no, no.
half.
No. So because she's a rogue, she automatically takes
Oh.
half. If she succeeded, then she take none. So
Well, if she succeeded, it should be an 8th
then
then.
add in the fire stuff.
I know, right? But no, if she succeeds, she takes
Just
none.
make it a
It's
quarter. It's
crazy.
easier. Because,
Yeah,
fire,
it is definitely a
but
quarter
also
because you
rogue.
fail, and yes, because of fire.
Okay.
So Ailey takes quarter of that damage. Done. Oran takes
Now she thinks this fight is fun.
all of that
Because the
damage.
fear would have worn off by now, and she just got to play with fire.
Yep. Jun takes all of that damage. Oh boy.
How much
Oh
damage
no,
is
not this squishy melon man.
Yeah, so does remember that's 87 points of fire damage.
Oh,
Little
he's
wizard.
down.
Yeah, so is
Yeah.
Supino.
He's
Jordan is
so
down.
down.
Jedek is also taking all of that. And the Ruckus is taking half of that.
Which also means the hit.
Oh my god, what happened?
You
King
got
Dragon.
blasted with dragon fire, and you didn't dodge out of the way.
And I'm gonna hellish rebuke in sheer fit of rage. It's probably
Hell
gonna
yeah.
not even fucking
Fuck
do
yeah.
shit, but
You do that.
fuck that guy.
Well, it makes the save. And it's fire damage, so it takes a quarter of that.
Feels
Still
it.
damage. Yep. Still feels it. Still like,
Asshole.
Cool.
I cannot take another hit like that.
Neither.
some of your team couldn't take the hit the first time.
Yeah, what was this? Not to their death? Fuck this guy.
He doesn't know his own strength, okay?
Oh, yes, he does, and he's a dick about it.
Yeah. Well, that's his action. Flumps are gonna flump. Oh, fucking wrong thing again. God damn. Every damn time. Flumping.
Flump, flump, flump.
Flumping. And Jedek.
Am I still frightened?
You are.
Okay.
So
I'd run away from him then, right?
So you don't have to. You just cannot move closer to him. When you, at the moment you enter rage, you will no longer be frightened.
Okay.
So
Let's start with that.
cool.
Nice.
Here we go.
Because if your mindless rage.
And can I run towards him now?
Yep.
Right. How close can I get to him?
You can get right up to him. You got fucking 40
Right.
foot of movement. Yeah.
Long shot,
Mhm.
but I'm gonna try intimidating presence on the red dragon.
Hell yeah. All right. Wisdom saving throw. No, he does make it. You just like, "Ugh." He like looks at you, goes, "Ah," right back at you.
Well, shit. I guess that's my turn.
Yep. That's your
Cool.
action and bonus action.
Yep.
Cool. The Ruckus. You're up.
That's gonna be a real long shot.
Mm-hmm.
Super long shot.
Love a long shot.
Mm-hmm.
Is it gonna roll? Oh, it wants me to place a thing. God damn it! I didn't even say choose the thing. I'm just gonna put it down.
Oh god. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what did you play?
He fails.
Oh my god. He fails. That is his last legendary resistance to resist that. So he no longer has any legendary resistances.
So
Finally.
I still don't get it because
No,
I'm fucking
but you
idiot
see the
bullshit.
so every time a spell has been cast on him lately, so the one that Jamie cast, and I can't remember what other one it was. But you've seen the magic crackle off of him, like energy discharge. You see that discharge for the final time, but it crackles a little bit more, and you get the sense immediately from that that's the last time he can do that. So now your spells are going to be way more effective.
You've knocked down all the defenses.
And I've still got my bonus action.
Yep.
So that's not going to work. I'm going to use Shield of Fortitude. On Jamie. I know,
Yeah.
but it's what the Ruckus would do.
That's fair. Okay. Can you roll me an Arcana check, please? Okay. When you attempt to cast Shield of Fortitude on Jamie, you feel you've been casting Jamie's magic for a while now, so you've felt that presence come on you and use that divine magic. Jesus Christ. You feel that exact same thing, but
last night.
as you lay your hand upon Jamie to do this, you feel the energy come back up your arm from Jamie and then back down through your arm to her. Like you've come in contact with the source of your magic. Is it an extremely interesting sensation? But yes, you successfully Shield of Fortitude, Jamie.
Cool.
It's purple magic.
It just kind of feels like a feedback loop in a weird moment.
Exactly. Cool. It is now Oran's turn. He is going to that should have been filled. He is probably going to lay on hands himself for 30 points. Also, Thrakus, make your wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
After he barbecued me, I'm still afraid.
Yeah, in that case, Oran will use his movement to get within 10 feet of you, so that you can be no longer frightened at the end of your next turn. On his way over, he will pump quickly, just like running over, like flick his hand down to like slap Zupemo, who's lying on the ground unconscious, just slap 5 hit points back into him. Get the fuck up.
Oh, wizardy boy.
So Zupemo is up at 5 hit points. Use half of his movement to stand up. Like, oh shit. And will what is he going to do? Like, oh fuck, I did not expect this to be the thing we're doing today.
No one did.
Yep.
Except the dragon.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he will move up a step, but like try and keep some space between everybody's that goes off again. It's not everybody getting cooked. And will cast enlarge on ye old half orc. Jeddick.
Yes.
You were getting enlarged. You may attempt to resist that if you want to. You can roll
Oh,
a
think of sexy thoughts.
roll a constitution save if you want.
Stupid sexy Jeddick.
Yeah. But yeah, you all become larger. So you become a large token. Let me do that. Large. Where is it? Oh. Yeah. I don't think that's actually how it's supposed to go here. I think that's huge. But fuck it, that's way funnier. So any strength checks or saving throws, strength saving throws, you'll have advantage, and your strength weapons, which is your main weapon, gets an extra d4 of damage when it hits. Yes.
Hell yeah.
Get him, big boy. And the end of the round, Kakusuchi is going to use his legendary actions to cast a spell. Varys, can you please roll me a intelligence saving throw, please?
Okie dokie. I for sure can. That's gonna go well. So 16.
Okay. You are.
Oh, fuck, I would have had a natural 20 that anyway. Jesus.
Yes, you would have. Because your intelligence, yeah, is only +1. You're right. That's rough. You take 16 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And your intelligence and charisma becomes 1. As you feel your mental energy drain out of your ears. And you are now dumb as bricks. Feeble-minded. But it's your turn.
Sinking to Ailey's level.
Below Ailey's level. He can't speak.
Much further.
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
unable
Varys
to...
is just like jawed. He's like drooling out the side of his mouth, and he just looks at the gun in his hand, shoves it into his pocket, and then pulls out the short sword of warning and just jumps on the dragon and starts stabbing it.
Yeah, that makes
And
sense.
no care for himself at all.
Perfect.
And I think the Fox's Fencer would also just hover there because he can't use that anymore.
Yes, you can't activate magic items, so
Sweet.
it's just going to hover there until the end of its thing. I'm going to go a little off book here, and say, because of this nature that you're in, that you can, for this moment, you can recklessly attack if you think that would be what your goal is here. In which case you will have advantage on attacks against you, but you have advantage against things like it.
That's fine.
There you go.
It makes them both much better.
They are much better. Yep.
Varys is just screaming. It's like this high pitched sort of sound. You've probably never heard anything like that out of him before. Just guttural screaming as he's plunging this short sword into this dragon's foot, I assume.
Basically, yeah.
And then, if that's going to be the case, then Varys is going to action surge and
Yeah,
just do the same
just
thing
do
again,
it
stab
again.
it another couple of times. Not good.
No, neither of those hit, I'm afraid.
Sweet as. But he will also move just a bit further away.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm. Carries on.
Right. It does require touch. That sucks. Six creatures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay. Lana is going to, on their turn, cast Mass Cure Wounds. Do they have to be in their location? I think they could just cast it at a point. Yeah, within 60 feet of them. So, Jun, you regain 19 hit points. Jedek, you regain 19 hit points. Ailey regains 19 hit points. You get 19 hit points. You get 19 hit points. You get 19 hit points.
Everybody gets 19 hit points.
Yep. I think I may have accidentally done it the wrong way.
I did.
Yeah. I got 2. When did I get hit?
That's my bad. That's my
Thank you.
Ooh.
that's
Oh, I already put down 19. Sorry.
Oh. Well, don't know how to math that back. You're right, you
Yeah.
did, so you should have it at 19.
I have only 19.
Oh, you could have been really dishonest there. I don't think I would have noticed.
I really wouldn't.
Yeah,
I really messed that one up. There you go. Perfect. Everyone's where they should be. Perfect. Roughly. Is enough that I cared to do at this point because I really fucked that up. But that is Lana's turn. But everyone is at least back up enough to have their turn, which is good. Jamie's turn now. They are going to do they have the stuff? No. Something else. Let's see if they can get this off.
Pretty good at getting things off.
Yep. All right. No Hicks anymore, but they are held. So that means they are paralyzed. So automatically fail strength and dexterity saves. Attack rolls against them have advantage already. And melee attacks are critical if they hit. There you go. While they're held.
Sweet.
Haley, you're up.
Well, is she still frightened?
No, they ended at the end.
Even though Oran's gone now?
Yeah. Oran made sure that you were all good, and then he moved over to get Thrakus
Well,
unfound.
then should definitely go closer. And, she'll just be like, alright, stabby.
Well, you have
I used
advantage.
the wrong one. I meant to use
You have
this one.
advantage.
Well, I used the wrong one.
Okay.
So the other one is the bonus action, and
Okay.
this one is the main action.
Cool. Well,
just
roll
a
advantage for
reversal
both
there.
of those.
And because they're surrounded, does that mean also,
Well, because it's advantage, you get sneak attack anyway.
yeah.
So yes, your dagger does hit, so you get sneak attack. It's also because it hits and you're in melee, it is critical. So
And they do want to use
let me roll the
they
critical
want to try the
damage.
power on it because they're curious to see whether it will turn them back into like a human or what or how it works.
Okay.
Even
you
though
pump
like because
your-
they're not thinking straight enough that they were gonna face another thing potentially later that it would ruin this, but they're all like excited for the fight.
well, you pump your magic into it. Doesn't seem to do anything.
They'll
Doesn't,
be disappointed.
it doesn't feel like you've severed any magical connection of any sort.
Like, aw, but I tried.
But you get a few solid good hits on a dragon that's like frozen
Especially
in there.
with that sneak attack.
Does help. Jun, you are
Stabby, stabby, and then should probably fly up.
fly up 30 feet.
John is. Does he need to use any movement to get up, or is he?
You have to use half your movement to get up. Yeah, you were lying unconscious.
Okay. He's gonna get up, and he's gonna growl loudly at the dragon and attack him with his packed blade.
Cool.
And he gets advantage, right?
Yes, it's currently held. That hit. It automatically crits, so over the damage, hit the plus button.
Yep. Sweet.
Solid.
And then I'll attack again because I get 2 attacks now.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Blah.
Big crits.
Does it crit twice? Because I rolled it.
Nah,
No.
I'm afraid not. just a regular,
Correct.
just a regular
The
crit. I'm
forbidden
afraid.
art.
The forbidden double crits.
I can but ask, you know.
That's fair.
Multi-crit.
You want to do anything else? I think you've still got a bonus action.
I do have a bonus action. There's a feature I would like to use, but it's a full action. Actually, because the hex would have gone down,
Yes.
can I have cast hex before I made those 2 attacks?
Sure. I will allow it.
And so we'll
So
add
those
4...
get crits as well, I'm pretty sure.
Sorry?
Those are critted as well, so you can double the hex damage as well.
And then for the second attack. Here we go. Yeah.
Cool. All right. So it's just a flurry of blows coming at this frozen
ang.
air. Yeah, fair enough. I guess you can't really do a whole lot other than attempt to get out of this hold. I believe it's a wisdom saving throw. It's a high DC. You just hear under frozen lips just. Otherwise, Flump's gonna flump.
What are the flumps doing?
They're just flumping.
Not attacking, just flumping.
Yeah, they are terrified of
getting away
Varys,
from
so
Harry.
they're just trying to get away. But Jeddick, it is now your turn.
Yay! All right. I'm not even gonna take a gamble on this. I'm gonna go straight in and hit him with the great axe.
Hell yeah. Well, you get advantage on these.
Does that hit?
It does, but you get advantage anyway. So, like the plus on the old thing. Cool. And also click the plus on your damage, as it automatically crits.
Ooh.
It's a lot. And because of your because of your big size now, you also get to roll a d4, which also crits. So please roll 2d4 as well.
Yay.
How do I do that?
So slash roll and then 2d4.
Ah, that's what I was missing. The word roll. Oh no, hold on. I'm gonna have a space.
Yeah, there's a space between roll and the 2d4.
Mm-hmm. All right, big damage. Cool.
50
And
damage, nice.
we have a second attack.
Oh, I'm gonna do the exact same thing again.
Hell yeah.
Good stuff.
Fucking big half-orc barbarian energy right now. Oh my good god. How much damage was that in total? Jesus.
93.
Hold on.
90, did you say 93?
Yeah, so 50 for the first one.
Plus 5
Plus
17
20
plus
is 70.
20 plus 6.
87.
93 damage.
93, yeah, 93.
At a single and 2 quick strokes. Big Jeddick, I'm sorry, takes massive gouges out of the body of Kagasuchi, who is frozen in place. So it's like, it is like cutting into like a massive log of wood, but blood spurts out on every strike.
Well, there's only 2. I only hit him twice.
I mean, you're seeing, at the same time, you're seeing Jun and Ailey also strike at him with blades of their own, so...
It's also unable to move, so you're hitting it in like precision spots.
Exactly. But, with that, Thrakus, you're up. With a run close to you,
Still
you
not
will...
dead?
He's still not dead.
Well,
No,
He's
gonna,
not, he doesn't
I
even
shouldn't
look...
have rolled it, sorry. But I'm gonna slay his prey. I do that every fucking time.
That's fine.
I'm gonna use my longbow, but I'm gonna use my inflict wounds spicy arrows.
Okay. So you are frightened, so you have disadvantage, but he is held, so you have advantage. So it cancels
normal.
out, so it's just a straight roll.
Please. Yes.
That one will hit, yep.
Do I have to roll
So
inflict wounds?
roll inflict wounds, yep. Just don't use a spell slot.
No, I'm not even sure I have that actually prepared, so I'm gonna have to go out of that. 1 second. Where are you? These aren't in alphabetical order.
No, they're not, unfortunately. No.
Yeah?
So it hits.
Yeah.
So 21 necrotic damage coming in. Damn.
Yeah. Nice. With that Slayer's Prey at the beginning as well. So it's 3.
Yep, so 3 damage there as well.
Cool, and I get 4.
And those hit, so
hits.
hold on. It automatically crits. No, because you're not close. Never mind. Don't worry about that.
No, I'm not that close.
Just
no.
just
Not
it's
a melee attack.
not a melee attack.
And I'm gonna do that again.
Go. That one will hit.
Nice.
Woohoo.
And Slay Spray.
Cool. Solid
Fuck
chunk of
that
damage.
guy. Yeah, 18,
Yep.
12.
So 2 arrows sink in, almost right next to each other, and you see blackened necrotic magic spread over his scales and like darken some of the rubies in that area that they're
I mean, I
hitting.
got 50. It's not up to Jeddick standard, but I got 50.
It's pretty
Yay.
good.
Damn
It's
good.
pretty damn good still.
That was without crit.
Yeah, it's not great.
With frightened.
If you'd crit that, Jesus. Cool. Well, at the end of your turn, you are no longer frightened, because Oran's close enough to negate that. Sorry.
There we go. Are we both trying to do it?
Yes.
Okay, I'm
That's
not
a
doing it.
big
You take it
frightened.
off.
There
Thank
go.
you. Got in a frightened war.
Perfect. All right.
And I'll take 2 of my inflict wounds arrows out of my inventory.
Yes, please do that. Well, confident in everyone's abilities now. Oran is going. Well, confident in everyone's health and non-frightened state. Oran is going to run up beside Big Jeddick and also throw a couple of cuts on this guy. That one's going to slide off a diamond. I mean, a ruby. Oh my god, Oran. Oran, you're the only one who didn't hit a frozen target, for God's sake.
Mm-hmm.
He could have used fucking special. Oh my god, he could have fucking. He could have used like some divine smites and stuff. Oran, come on.
Really hard to reach dragon parts. They're really tall.
He's like, fuck. And Zupimo, you see those of you who still have their conscious mind, like unlike Varys currently, can see Zupimo. Well, you guys have seen him do this before with the druids you guys had previously fought. You see him about to start casting Disintegrate, and just as he's about to fire that bad boy off, you hear off to the side Aliratha turned back into her dragon form. Did I put her? And sort of slam right next to Kagasuchi. Her. Those of you who know magic know counterspell. Know its general sort of thing is it's got components to it. It's interesting that a dragon is able to perform them, but you see her do it, and counterspell a disintegrate, which is it's a pretty powerful spell, and she banishes it. Sorry, counterspells it like nothing. Slams down and says, "That's enough." And in doing it, she says that her own mouth chomps down on the neck of Kagasuchi and like shakes him out of his held. And it's like, well, him off in her mouth. It's like, that means you too. And he stops. Everybody stops. Well, he is like, okay. transforms back into his person self. Jamie lets off the hold monsters so that he can do that.
The only reason I'm stopping is because he didn't hit Jamie.
That's fair.
Because I'd fucking kill him.
Let's make him small dragon. There you go. Small dragon. That's way funnier than giving him a person
shrinks.
token. Same with,
Wilts,
same with
if
Ali
you
Roth.
would.
Transforms back into their elven forms.
Jun is going to likewise transform back into his regular appearance,
Yeah.
but he will also use fiendish vigor.
No.
Yeah, so Pimo lets his concentration fall on enlarge. Yep, 16 per hit points for you, Jin.
Yep.
As the fighting dulls down, Lana, some of you see Lana run over as she's like trying to prepare a greater restoration spell to try to heal Varys, who is like still
Varys
select jawed. But before
No, Varys, once the fighting stopped, he immediately looked around and he spotted Thoricus and he ran towards her. And he's just standing there holding Thoricus's leg and he's not looking at anyone.
Aww.
Fair enough. Well, Lana attempts to run over and you see her attempt like trying to pull together the magic for greater restoration, but it seems like she's used all of her spell slots
And
for that.
I've already got my hand on his head. Like,
Yep. So you can
"Bitch,
cure
what are
his.
you doing?"
You can cure his wounds. So you give him 10 healing points, but he is still like a dullard.
Yeah.
He's still.
Varys doesn't change anything. He didn't
Yeah.
even look that
Yeah.
hurt, honestly.
No. He's just like. But
It's just all tears and mucus.
Yep. The transformed back into elven form of Kagasuchi will make his way over, tail between his legs figuratively, and will cast greater restoration on you, as though it was nothing, and undo feeble mind on you. There.
Varys just immediately sits down and is staring at his own knees and isn't making eye contact with anyone anymore.
Fair enough. Yes, I did that too the first time I was feeble-minded. It's really rough. Sorry about that. But you have definitely proven to me, all of you, that you are certainly powerful enough. You got that, Reminor? And he like pulls the finger at her. They're strong enough. I believe they are strong enough to do what needs to be done. And she's just like crossed arms, angry look on her face. And looks at the rest of you who are like mostly burnt.
Jun's like trying to hide how hurt he's feeling, and he's just like panting, standing there like he's a tough guy, like yes.
Yes, survived.
I'm just baring my teeth at this dude because he's way too close.
Fair enough. He does like take a step back as he notices that. But noticing your state, Varys, Jamie will step up with Thoricus and sort of not fully get on one knee for you, but like lower herself, like arm
A bit of a
outstretched.
stoop for somebody
Yeah.
her height, I
Ex-
imagine, to get
exactly.
embarrassed,
She
especially
is
when he's
quite-
sitting down.
Exactly.
And
quite tall.
elegant.
She's quite tall. You're
What?
quite small.
Mhm.
She holds her hand out like to help, as if to offer to help you up. But she also says, "Do you have that?" Sorry, not to be rude. I know you definitely need help, but to help, do you have that necklace I gave you with the healing one?
Varys takes the hand to get himself up, and then uncinches the necklace which he had been using as an ornamental belt, essentially, because it was the only way he could wear it.
That is true.
And it has been used, but he passes it over.
She takes it from you. Like holds it up against her mouth, as if she's like kissing it, but it seems like she's whispering something into it, and then holds it out and heals everybody back to full life entirely.
Oh, yep, that's the stuff.
Pretty standard stuff for Jamie around here.
I mean, she saved my life from day one.
Yeah, she's pretty constant with the whole heal everybody back. And then she hands the necklace back to you, Varys, and you can feel the magic in it. It is back to as many charges as it had before.
Oh, cool. Oh, yeah.
Well, now that that's been dealt with, I guess we can set up for this summoning. Yes, and the all three dragons sort of hang their head like, yes.
John's like, yes, ma'am.
But away claw back, make him drink. And of course, just as the fight ends, there is just as this has all finally happened, everyone's called off. There is a crackle of magical energy in this sort of space around Jamie, as she sort of, you see her. It's like she's noticed something coming and is like pulled magic from somewhere else, and like conjures lightning from not up above but from beside somewhere. You see it like streaking across the sky into her hands, and she sort of places it right beside her, and suddenly there's a teleportation glyph there, and the king, the Ice King in his golem form, appears, like very much like a teleportation spell. And he's not usually like, there's no way for him to express in the ice golem form, but even that, you sort of sense there's a feeling of shock on him. It's just like, this isn't where the teleport goes. What the? And Jamie's like, yeah, I felt you coming. I put you back here. I see. And all of those of you who know magic, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
That
no.
doesn't sound right at all.
How could she do that? But she did
Well,
it.
if he was traveling through her domain.
Yes, that is very much. It is very much more in the, when you try to plane shift into a god's domain, they get to choose where and how you arrive. That is very much what it is more like. Well, I see we've got more dragons than I was expecting. That's helpful. I guess we can get started whenever you're ready, Jamie. She just looks him up and down, like hand on her hip, like, yes, we can. Jun, would you like to do the honors?
So I'm assuming Jun knows exactly what this ritual should look like.
Yes, you've summoned Null before using a summoning circle previously. So I'd say you have no trouble laying it out. I'd say first shot you like draw it into the dirt as needed, and Jamie will come over and go, I think we need it a little bit bigger than that though. And you see her like put her magic into the summoning circle and sort of lift it out of the ground, stretch it out like stretching like an image in Photoshop, and just place it down again on the ground, into the ground with her magic, in a massive circle around you.
Null thick.
Well, it's also so that every dragon can be in contact with it.
Yeah.
And they're big. As they obviously needed to. The whole point of this was that they were going to be in dragon form for this. So they all return to their large dragon states. I won't even bother changing this around, honestly. They just get into the circle. All in their dragon states. Everyone with some magical ability or some divine magics gets ready and around. Oran will even hold out his Sayrat blessed glaive and prepare a bunch of divine energy in it from his oath. Well,
Jun will produce the crystal that he uses as his prayer focus.
Yep.
Which probably the rest of the group haven't seen before because he hides it.
Nope, didn't know he had it.
Nope. I'm sure they all assumed that you used your scythe as a focus. But finally, Jamie seems to conjure a whole bunch of her magic. You see her normally. She doesn't normally have her purple wings out that everyone knows her for. But in this, as she focuses that magic, all of her purple tattoos flare up. They're not, sometimes they're invisible, sometimes they're not. In this case, all of them flare to their maximum brightness. Her purple wings come out in that sort of corvid shape that they have. And she pushes all of that magic into this circle. Same with all the dragons. You see them all of their crystals crackling with that magical discharge as they focus their energy into it. Zupimo, as well. You see him like he's casting 1,000 spells at once, waving his hands around, putting as much energy as he can into this. Lana as well, conjuring a bunch of white divine magic into her hand and places it into the summoning circle. Varys, Thrakis, you guys doing anything? You have magical items as well? Magic?
Varys
would it
doesn't
be
have much
magical?
to offer. Sorry?
Would any magical item we put in there be consumed?
You assume a magical item probably would be, but you guys have magic that you don't necessarily have to. You just if you want to elect a spell slot that you would like to donate to this, if you want, it is again up to you.
Like not permanently, just as in
No.
this is the power I'm putting through.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'll put a 3rd level spell slot in.
Cool.
Varys will put in 2 first level spell slots, and he will also hold up the crystal of spell storage to use up. I think it was a 3rd that one had.
It is a 3rd level spell slot there,
Oh,
yes.
are we allowed to do more than one?
Yeah, if you want to.
Because shouldn't we be doing as much as possible?
It's up to you.
Well, okay, I'll use my 3 level 3 ones.
Okay.
I've still got some of my others, so.
Sweet. I mean, you imagine that you'll probably be resting after this, so you could entirely empty yourself out if you really want to.
But that's dangerous.
That is true.
Be
Uh,
caught unawares.
Could. Ailey, Jeddick, are you guys doing anything?
No.
No?
No. My brain's already
Fair enough.
dead. I can't do things anymore.
Jeddick, you see everybody sort of conjuring their magic and helping out with this. Are you assisting in any way?
Literally, how?
No, I mean, like, would Jeddick think like, yeah, I'll help.
I thought about throwing something from his alchemy jug, but I don't think anyone would want to be like have acid thrown at them, so
That's
he's just
fair.
gonna watch.
I mean,
Fair enough.
Oran might enjoy it, but no one else. Fair. All right. Well, all that magic poured in. Jun, you know the right. You say the words in Draconic, required to summon Null. And the connection that you feel, that's normally just that quick feeling you get between you and your pact, suddenly becomes a wave of magical energy. Like Null is assisting, is even attempting to assist on himself. And you focus that into this as well. The skies go black instantly, from the morning sun that was up to instant blackness. There's a few lightning strikes. Both the dragons sort of look at Ellie, like, you do that? And she's like, no.
It's cool to me. Come on.
Yeah. And looking up in that area, you see something dark swirling around in the blackened sky. Some of you a little scared of what it could be. Those who know, and Jun know that it's very much Null being summoned. As
Jun
it's
has faith.
yeah, as it slithers around in the sky until finally being pulled down into the center of the circle. Just Null is, well, like any god, he is extremely powerful and potent as well, and not meant to be in this realm. So his form is in the prime material plane. His form is shadow and darkness. So it like a column of smoke and dark cloud just billow down into the circle, pushing out underneath all of your feet until it reveals just this elongated it's an elongated dragon, so that like the body of it is pressed down onto the ground, and you see the blackened dragon scales, all still flowing off with smoke and shadow, and it stretches its body all the way back up into the sky. Yep, fantastic jetting. Well done, my children. And you
Jun
have successfully
bows very low.
You have successfully summoned me. My time is short. Please ask what you will.
Null, my god. The Black Sun God is taking the death realms of all creatures in this land.
Jack puts his hand up slowly to ask a question.
Ailey nods, and like, yeah. 'cause she-
Null is just like pure point focused on Jin at this point. And says, yes, that is true.
He must be stopped.
That
He
is
is
also
waging a
correct.
war, and everyone that dies adds to his power.
Yes, Jin. I know of the Black Sun, and I know of his actions. He is a primordial god from long immemorial. He is not easily trifled with, but my brethren have fought him before. I'm sure you know of my brother and sister, Bahamut and Tiamat. Well, I have another brother, long since thought to be gone, Jinsen.
Yes, we
He-
know Jensen.
He is not gone, merely dormant. If you find him, he will be of great assistance against the Black Sun God.
Which one is that?
It's the Diamond Dragon.
Oh.
Yeah, you know the one that they had the kid like saying he was, but he wasn't.
The one that we've prayed to multiple times, Ailey.
Yeah.
We've encountered him.
Yep. You have encountered him?
Well, not fully,
Yes.
but I think we know where to start.
You found a ruin that had writing that seemed to be perhaps a temple to Jinsen, correct?
Was in Copper Knight.
Yes.
Was Jun with the party at that point?
Yes. I don't think you were present for that session, but yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Jin was there when that was found, and Ailey wrote down. Ailey got good. No, I think with help from Zupimo, you did get down all of that info that was like hidden within the etchings on the wall.
That's right, and it seemed kind of just like scattered words and stuff, didn't it?
Yeah, it seemed like it wasn't all there together.
Hmm.
This temple is but one of three. And the writing that you have found on it is completed by finding all three. Once you have found them all, the location of Jinsen will be revealed.
You can see, even though Jun is probably still bowed quite low. His like a sense of frustration comes over his face, which he's probably trying to hide from Null.
Roll a deception check for me.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yep, D is the fourth letter of the alphabet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fair enough. Null continues.
Does Null notice?
No, it doesn't seem to notice. Null continues. The last time the black sun had risen, it was Jinsen who gave his life. Well, what life he had, to put him back in the ground. I believe if you do so again, you can stave off the black sun.
Jun is going to blurt out, "But Lord, can you not help us yourself?"
Yes,
You
I
could-
suppose there is something that I can do for you, Jun. And the claws that, like, have basically been resting at his sides for so long, you see them sort of come together in a sort of hand clasp, and when they come apart, holding within them gently appears to be a set of greaves, and he hands them off to you.
Jun's going to look up at him, and like all of the frustration is going to drain off his face, and it's just awe and gratitude, and like he takes them with like reverence.
Perfect.
I have been noticed.
Senpai gave me a gift.
These will protect you somewhat from the Black Sun and his effects. But as for much else, it is true that the other death gods, as it were, lean very heavily on his domain. It is an unfortunate circumstance of the grand balance, the grand scale. If we had the foresight to join together against him, perhaps we could. But as you have no doubt seen, many of them are neglectful of their duties. But in my power as the god of death for dragons and the dragon kind, I am able to sense Jinsen's energy. And that fills me, and I hope all of you with hope, that we can stop the Black Sun. Anybody else?
I'm sleepy.
Fair enough.
I'm just waiting for Ailey to come in and be like, "Can you turn me into a dragon?"
Yeah, basically, she is waiting to do that. Yeah.
Well, Jin, I imagine, has grabbed these greaves and is just holding them.
Yep,
So-
he's a little bit conflicted because, like, on the one hand, attention from Senpai, amazing.
Mm.
On the other hand, like, Null has just admitted that the gods are not doing their job. They're not going to get together to fight the Black Sun God, even though he's obviously having a massive effect on the lives of all of the mortals in this place.
And
that they're-
particularly a whole city full of ones that would fall under his domain, as he said, dragon-like kind as well, which includes half dragons.
And so, like, he's kind of a little bit conflicted about, like, Jin is not, Null is not showing Jin the power that Jin believes he has, and also admitting that the gods are not fulfilling their responsibilities and are willing to let people just suffer. But also, I got a pretty thing from Null,
Yep.
and he's
Does
here,
it-
and I'm happy that I'm just near him.
Fair.
Does it seem like open season on questions?
It does. He seems to be like looking about, like he's like, I don't have much time here. You guys got anything else to do?
Yeah,
Varys is gonna
Jin's
s-
just kind of a little bit silent.
Fair.
Varys is going to step forward and just ask, what happened to the Elvish death god? They've been gone longer than the others, from what we can tell.
Well,
Was there a stare at Varys? Like,
Varys is not looking in any direction
Yeah.
towards them, so
no.
I was like,
Yeah,
really?
yeah. Now, sort of, you see him like, roll me an insight check, Varys.
sure. That's pretty good.
Mm.
25.
Yeah. It seems like he's like, he doesn't want to show it, but it's like he's like deep in thought about that question. The truth is, there never was a elven god of death.
How does that work?
Well, the terrestrial, the prime material planes, all of their mortals, they were the ones given gods of death. Well,
I see.
created with gods of death.
Hmm.
The elves, they came from the Feywild. Their deities, well, they don't work the same way that ours do.
Would it help tip things in our favor to possibly install a new god of death?
Perhaps. But as to how you would go about that, I have no idea.
Understood. And Varys just backs up a bit.
Cool. All right.
Thoricus just has
Um,
that trying to do math meme look on her face because she's just like, there is one? What? Yep.
What?
Elven god of death standing right here
Yeah.
beside me.
Thoricus is very strongly believes that Jamie is the sort of newly formed elven god of
death.
death.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Already
Like, very
ascended
strong and
type thing.
already instated and everything. Like very
Yeah.
firmly believes that. So we're so confused by
Yeah.
this entire thing. Like she's right
Makes
here. What are you guys
sense.
talking about?
Our most ardent follower, of course.
Mhm.
As a history thing, Scully. Knowing Jun's real origins, if he believes what Null's just said, would he have a god of death?
As far as
He wouldn't, would he?
if you extrapolate from that, yes, you wouldn't have a god of death either, or at least from the words that Null said, you would extrapolate that the Feywild has its own set of gods that have different rules, or at least, in the same way that all planes have their own rules, the Feywild may have a set of gods, may have one god, may have no gods. He made it seem like they have gods and they've got a different set of rules. So you could ask him to, elaborate on that if you want to. But from what it sounds like, yes, there isn't a strict god of death for elves, god of death for satyrs, god of death for this, like there is for the terrestrial races, where dragons have a god of death, humans have a god of death, halflings have a god of death, dwarves have a god of death. Everyone gets a god of death.
We should do some more backstory for Jun.
Mm-hmm.
Just put that out there.
We absolutely can do that. I mean, it would certainly explain why Jin is attracted to having a god of death.
I'm not convinced Jun even knows what he is.
True. I mean, I very much doubt you've seen others in their base state before. So, yeah. We will definitely explore that. But just before we finish up tonight, I guess the last question that will be asked will be by Ailey.
Yep.
So
we gotta fight a dragon god thingy something, right? And we need more dragons. You could make me into a dragon. A proper one. Because you're the good one, right? You're like one of the strongest. So you could do it.
I could indeed.
She wants to use fucking, what is that thing? That last bit where she was all like, yeah, you're the best at this. She'll use panache. Throw a bit of charm in there.
Okay.
She'll do it in Draconic as well, just for extra effect.
Yep. Okay. Roll me a persuasion check.
Oh, that was nearly a nat one.
You get the feeling it didn't work. But he does chuckle and say, as before, yes, I suppose I could. But you are not quite ready for that responsibility.
Yeah, but I'm saying when I am, will you be able to come to me and make me a dragon?
If you are... You see him sort of like look around. If he could like pull at his neck, like pull at his like collar, he would. He's like,
yeah.
Let me be honest with you, Ailey.
What?
You are already tainted by the Black Sun.
Yeah, that's why, like, you're dead. He's dead. You can overcome him.
I do not yet have the power to completely clean your soul from him.
So we get rid of him and then you make me a dragon?
If you have not attained dragonhood by then, Yes, I can do that.
Okay.
But
Let's go kill him now.
I will say that there is a dragon here, I'm sure, who would be willing to be your ward, be your mentor in this way.
Varys looks very pointedly at Wayclaw because he's already had this conversation with him. And just kind of taps his foot while looking at his absence of a wristwatch.
Oddly enough, Null kind of seems to be looking over in Kakasuchi's in the Ruby Dragon's direction when he says this. Who would be who would be better suited at being your mentor for this? And of course, if you do manage to bring back Jinsen as well, I'm sure he will be more than willing.
He doesn't seem to like me. He likes Varys more for some reason.
In his current state, he doesn't.
Just kind of shrugs.
In his current state, he does not have much power. I'm sure you have simply not been able to read his intentions. Well,
we need to get some more diamonds, Ailey.
Okay.
As a final word, I will say this. The Black Sun isn't something to be treated lightly, and I do believe you all understand this well enough, having brought together all that you have. While you seek for Jinsen, do not forget to also investigate the constructs left behind from the people before. They were also there to defeat the Black Sun, and I believed that they were working on something to keep him at bay. If you can find such a thing.
I believe we may have an inroad there already. A good friend of ours is setting up shop in that space.
Good. Then we will attack at multiple fronts. I will also continue to attempt to contact my other deaths. You are all very good. And I am glad to see that you are the ones working on this.
Jun's gonna like bow even lower, if that is at all possible.
Jun,
You fold up like an accordion.
yeah.
Jun, it appears I was not wrong to send you here. And suddenly as he appeared, he shoots up back into the sky and poof, sky is clear.
Beams with pride. And he looks at Thrakus and he goes, "Did you hear that? He wasn't wrong to send me here. I'm doing a good job."
If Ailey's still next to Jun and Null, they would pat them on the head.
Yeah, there was
I always presume he's shorter than Ailey.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Over everyone.
Yeah.
He would probably like change his mouth into a dragon more and snap at your hand.
But also,
Ailey would then like pat, like be like, "Aw," because like that's how she thinks, you know, other dragons interact. Like, would basically think of Jun as a toddler.
There is a level on which he is not a toddler.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
But it was also Thoracus's urge to reach out and pat him on the head, so does that mean our hands touch?
Oh, probably.
Probably.
Weird.
Regrets. Hmm.
Yeah, he's definitely going to try and bite your hands off now.
Yeah.
Not like too hard. He's not going to, try properly. More like playfully.
You did good, kid.
Cool. Well then, I guess that's gonna be us for tonight.
So we're going to see a lot more of Tsuki? How do you say his name?
Like,
Kagusuchi.
of course, the dragon person who's going to look after Ailey's transformation into a dragon is going to be like the most chaotic little shit.
Oh yeah.
Nah.
Who I already view as an enemy.
Yep.
Fight me, raw.
Fight me. Yes, you tried to intimidate me. Yes, this means you want to fight. Yes.
Good night, everybody.
Yes. That is where we'll finish up recording. Oh, okay. 9's just gone. Fantastic. Classic 9. All right. Thanks everybody for joining us. Next time, I guess we'll see what happens. We finally met Null. We finally did the stuff. Yeah. We're gonna go find Jinsen. Woo. Alrighty. Goodbye. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.